All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Football is King podcast where football is king. And that's the sound of a nice, cold Coors Light that we like to enjoy here on the pod every once in a while. Coors Light, still shout us out. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's drinking Coors Light. Look at this nice dark Coors Light. You know what? 512 Brewing Company, you want to shout us out as well and give us money? We will take that as well. All right, that's enough about beer. Let's talk about how we appreciate our listeners and how they like to like and subscribe and hit the like button, and they like to hit the notification button and 5-star reviews on Spotify and all those things, which help out the podcast. We appreciate it. We're continuing to grow in subscribers. Shout out to our boy Charles out here supporting the podcast. More like our fully grown man, Charles, definitely for sure.
We're better than Tucker, Grandpa.
There you go.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're competing with Fox News. So that's a big deal.
That is a huge deal.
Hey, you know what? To all of our people who are not Fox News fans out there that are listening, listen to us instead of Fox News. That's just what you got from that. All right. But we're going to talk about all things NFL on this podcast. If you wanted to listen to college football things, check out our episode yesterday about just a lot of sadness. It was a sad pod. But we got some happiness here because all three of us, our teams won this weekend.
Big wieners.
Our boy Blake, who is not joining the podcast out of pure shame of A&M and the Cowboys losing, has decided to not be here. So, you know what? Shout out to our boy Blake for not being able to be here. Just, real men show up when their teams lose on the podcast. That's all I'll say on that.
He's in mourning.
He won't listen.
Yeah, he won't be listening. We'll do the same test we did with Jonathan. We'll see if Blake actually listened to the podcast.
I respond.
Yeah. There we go. And I appreciate
actually listen. I make sure if I'm not here, I listen so I can make sure.
You should also listen when you are here, so that gives us an extra view. We would appreciate that.
My mother even said, Shane, you really listen to the podcast? You were a part of it. I said, that's a view. That's a view.
It's a view. We got to see what are the things that we liked, what are the things we didn't like, all those things. Now, even if you're going to just like put it on mute and let it run in the background, do what you got to do, my friend. All right.
It's self-scouting. I'm a self-scouting.
Yeah, we're always watching film, okay? We watch the football film, and then we watch the podcast film to make sure we are always improving because we are serious people.
I'm not sure if we're real big in the improvement department, but we're watching we're self-scouting.
What do you mean?
I'm cussing less this season.
We got a set. We got a set now. We got higher quality videos now.
We got backgrounds.
We got backgrounds.
We got rid of that shitty Zoom.
We got rid of Zoom, which was way better than Google Meet, but whatever. And you know how serious we are about our podcast? We got to start off with America's favorite couple, Tavis, out there on the podcast. I think Trailer is better, in my opinion. I'm a Trailer fan more than Tavis, but my mom asked me if I would say Tavis on the podcast, so shout out, Kim.
Update on that. He was seen with his arm wrapped around another girl leaving his birthday party that Taylor did not attend.
Oh my goodness. Do we have an open relationship going on over here?
Hey, we all said it was.
She did not attend the game this week.
She did not attend the game in Minnesota.
She wasn't.
Maybe it was just short-lived. It was a hit and quit type of situation.
Or are we proving that this was
ever
it's a stunt?
It was Are we proving that this is officially a publicity stunt for the NFL? Like, there we go. That's kind of crazy. I did not know about. We will put on some more investigative journalism into the Travis birthday situation, and we'll have an update for that next week.
He was seen with another blonde girl. Thought it was
Chiefs. The Chiefs are back in Kansas City, and we know that Taylor will come to Kansas City. So we will see how that goes. On Thursday night, though, it's a Thursday night.
Ooh, is she busy?
Is she busy?
Well,
Does she have something else to do?
She's got to be busy, right? She's about to go on tour in like the beginning of November all across the world.
Hey,
she's doing her international tour. So
we're going to have to get our Taylor Swift insider on this because we need some answers.
That is true. We do need Blake to be here for that. You know what? I will say this. If Travis Kelce is cheating on Taylor Swift, that is the stupidest mistake he has ever made in his lifetime. It is a stupidest mistake.
In public as well would be.
Was it his sister? Does he have a sister? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like we would know if he had a sister. We know everything about this guy.
Oh, was it Jason's wife?
Oh, that could be.
In a non-sexual way. Maybe Travis was just too drunk. And he just had an arm around for
Travis.
Hey.
She seems like a man of the boys. She seems like a good guy, a good wingman. She'll help you out.
She's a great football wife for sure.
Yeah, she is. She is top tier.
And Travis definitely believes in the right that you have the right to fight, to party. I mean, that's a big thing that Travis has said.
And based on her talking, I think she shares a sentiment. So she said, hey, Uncle Travie had one too many. We're going to get him out of here.
Yeah.
We're going to, I could see it.
I was going to say, is it a coincidence that Taylor Swift not in the game in Minnesota, Travis Kelce gets hurt? But now we have to change it to, is it a coincidence that Travis is possibly cheating on Taylor, and that's why he gets hurt? Like, that's
allegedly.
Allegedly. That's why I said apparently. Allegedly cheating. I mean, that's a big deal.
Hey, if I know anything about Taylor Swift, which I don't know much.
Banger of an album coming out.
Even
if it's a 2-week relationship.
You let Taylor Swift cheat on you, you son of a gun. You do not do the cheating, No,
I personally feel like if you get the honor of dating Taylor Swift, you have to screw up so bad so the album about you.
Do you have
the best?
That's a good point. Do you have the obligation to the human race to just mess up?
I think if you are Taylor's boo thing for 2 weeks, you have to cheat. You have to do something wrong. You have to.
I think you gotta let it go.
Just grab her heart and just crush it.
You need more than 2 weeks. If you're gonna do the cheating thing and if you want another Red or whatever are the best albums, I'm a speak now kind of guy. You need at least 3 months.
Whatever John Mayer did, you need to up it. You need to up it.
All right, no, we don't want that. John Mayer is kind of the worst. John Mayer might be Satan. So we don't want that. We don't want worse than Satan.
That is a bold statement.
Dude, no, everyone knows that John Mayer is just the worst human being.
Dude, but the guy just puts out great music.
Hey, if Travis
maybe
Kelce,
in 2004.
It's good stuff.
If Travis Kelce is the reason Taylor Swift has to go play a halftime show, then he's done his job. He is.
I'll say was this all what? Now I'm starting to think, did the NFL pay Travis Kelce to begin this relationship?
It's a lead up for the
then be a douche and break her heart so that Taylor will play a halftime show. But the problem is they did it wrong. You could drop Usher at any moment because Usher is currently the halftime show for this year. If Taylor Swift says, hey, I want to do the halftime show to rub it in Travis. If Taylor on the Saturday before the Super Bowl was like, hey,
they're saying, okay, come on.
Yeah, like, sorry, Usher, we'll pay you money.
And Usher can't be mad. Usher can't be mad. It's T Swift, baby.
Or maybe they just have like Usher come out and sing like a first half of one song and then just walk off the stage and like Taylor comes out. It's like, all right,
that would be better.
Let's party.
Yeah, that would be better.
All right. And there's 10 minutes on Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, which is hopefully going to get us views. It's apparently not working. Are people upset with
Dude, people are annoyed. I mean, People are annoyed.
I know, but I really thought the Swifties would click on some clickbaity links, but they are not, which is very unfortunate.
I literally saw a tweet that said, "Why are the Chiefs wearing their white costumes today?"
Oh, that's bad.
Like,
That's bad. All right. Let's talk about the real reason why people are here. Football. All right. There were 4 games. Once again, as we always do, we'll do 4 big games and we'll talk about our teams. Then we'll go through the quick hits. We're going to have a double episode of Rate the Ref this week. It's going to be a good time.
0.
And, I probably should find some moments for Rate the Ref where the refs do a good job, but I didn't again. Or did I? We'll find out. Let's talk about the first one. We're going to London.
Oh, God.
The Jags beat the Bills in London, which is a big deal. The Bills were looking like hey, it's going to be the 49ers Bills in the Super Bowl. And then you lose to the Jaguars. But you could throw this on the coaching malpractice. How do you not leave until Friday? I don't get it.
Yeah, that don't make no sense, right? Like, you got to get adjusted.
See, okay, now here's my follow-up to that. As someone
usually adjusting back is the
as someone who just made that trip this year to London, jet lag isn't real. I'm sorry. If you are a professional athlete getting paid millions of dollars, it's not hard. You go and you're on the plane and you fly overnight and then you wake up and you stay up for one day and you go to sleep and you're adjusted.
Jet lag never bothered me going there. It bothers me coming back.
If Laramie,
I'm still on team. Just stay awake and then get adjusted. Then you're good. Or go to sleep and get adjusted. Whatever you got to do.
Or adjust the week before. Just hey guys,
that's
sleep
true.
these hours before.
Yeah. If Laramie Tunzel was on the team, they wouldn't have a problem adjusting. Because
the real question is, are the Bills soft? Because they can't even figure out flight schedules and things like that. I mean, are the Bills soft?
Sean McDermott has to wear a full cap and long sleeves like old our PE teacher in elementary school because he's afraid of the sun. So
yeah, he's not afraid of the sun. He was allergic to the sun.
I totally forgot that redheaded dude was allergic to the sun.
Yeah, I'll never forget that summer gun. It's 110 outside. This son of a bitch is wearing long sleeves. Yeah, all black, mind you.
All black.
Long
sleeves. He's got
big old bucket hat.
Yeah.
I think this is officially the 3rd time we have brought him up on the podcast. So shout out to him. All right. Yeah. I don't know. The Bills might be soft. Something to look out for. Also, I mean, the Bills are in trouble because they lost their 2 best players on defense in Tre'Davious White and Matt Milano probably for the season. So they're going to need a lot of Josh Allen magic if they're going to do anything, and they're probably not going to do anything.
Hey, but my question is, you get Roger Goodell going to the old podium talking about how this is all this is testing to see if they can have a team over in Europe.
They can't.
It's
not fair.
It seems like a disaster. It seems terrible.
If anything, this proved that the Jaguars had a huge advantage because they've been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I just don't get why they're so gung-ho about having a team there. Mexico makes the most sense. Their fans might not.
Mexico doesn't make the most sense because they get more viewers in Europe than they do in Mexico.
That's the problem. I get that they get more viewers in Europe, but like as far as a competitive advantage, Mexico is the only thing that makes sense. Or
Mexico
Canada.
Only cares about 3 different teams. They don't care about any of the other teams.
And one of them is my team, and I do not want to cheer for a Mexican team.
All right, we're going to cut that part out, but yeah.
El Chapo would disagree.
Well, El Chapo is in prison.
Well, come on.
No, he runs the prison, though. So
I've seen those videos. That's like
he should be.
That's like Epstein.
None of us are on team. None of us are on team that El Chapo should not be in prison. All right, let's get back on track. It's time for another episode of Rate the Ref.
0.
Can we see it? Can we see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Let's make it full screen. Why not?
We are gonna get.
I missed this entire game. I was in church.
What do you mean? It's on YouTube already. Why does it matter?
Oh, okay. Let's go.
All right. Here we go. There is 4.5 minutes left. You will notice that the Buffalo
This is
Bills are down
electric.
11 points,
First and
which
10.
which is 2 scores with very little time left in the game. And you will watch Josh Allen sack Josh Allen. But he made a crucial mistake. He sacked him right in the mouth.
This is stupid.
Terrible.
I will say, I'll give him this. Both refs immediately throw their flag. I'll give him that. Let's watch it one more time just for – hold on. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. With, a great stunt here. Blows right by Mitch Morse and boom, sack.
Yeah, but what do you want him to do differently? That's a football play.
I don't like it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying.
What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to go, oh shit, I have a sack. Oh, let me go at his knees. That's more dangerous than anything. I'd rather get hit in the head than the knees.
The worst thing about that, which I don't like that the highlights don't show it, Josh Allen begs the ref. Sorry, Josh Allen, quarterback, begs the refs like a little insert inappropriate word there.
Bitch.
Whatever word you want to pick. I don't care what you pick. He looks at the refs and he's like, my face. And that's why Josh Allen's never going to win a Super Bowl, because he's weak in the brain.
You watch highlights from any top tier quarterback, they ain't doing that. They
don't beg for it. Tom Brady will yell at a ref and be like, hey, he grabbed my effing face mask or whatever. He'll cuss a ref out and get a 15-yard penalty himself. But Josh is just like, oh no, he touched my face with his helmet. I need a first down. It's like, yeah, you're a loser.
I don't want that to be my quarterback. And
he'll continue to be a loser.
In Buffalo, the stigma they have, they don't want that type of quarterback. They want a tough-nosed guy. I mean, I know they love Josh Allen, but
they do love Josh Allen.
They love Josh Allen.
But
that's fair, because before that, what did they have, like Nathan Peterman? I would also love Josh Allen.
Don't disgrace Nathan Peterman.
I will 100% disgrace Nathan Peterman. 5 picks in one game. That's disgraceful.
Yeah, that is.
That's worse than Jameis, and that's bad.
It's worse than Derek Carr.
That's worse than Jameis with no eyeballs.
David Carr.
All right, let's keep going.
The slander against David Carr is ridiculous.
We need to shut up about David Carr. David Carr was great.
David Carr was a great quarterback. He played for a shitty team.
I mean, his O-line. I mean, David Carr's been sacked more than any quarterback in NFL history. So
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Just the slander that comes from you against
David Carr. If we want to slander Derek Carr, I am all about it.
He also had the most pick sixes in a game in NFL history. So
pick sixes are a random weird thing. It just depends on what kind of pick you throw. Speaking of pick sixes, which there was not one in this game, but we needed a transition. There was a punt block for a touchdown, though. The Steelers somehow have a winning record and are winning the AFC North after beating the Baltimore Ravens. And I've officially decided Mike Tomlin's the greatest coach in NFL history.
Dude, the dude should win Coach of the Year every year.
I mean, it's official. Their offense scored 7 points and they won.
How? Okay, this is
against a very good Ravens team.
This is a serious question. How many weeks in a row does what is it? It's not Heinz Field anymore.
It's got a weird name.
Acrisure.
Yeah.
How many weeks in a row do they have to get the Fire Canada chant going before it actually happens? Because it is.
So, fun fact, at the Pittsburgh Penguins game tonight, they were chanting Fire Canada. Yeah.
Impressive.
I guarantee you, whenever the Phillies play in Philadelphia, it's going to happen. I guarantee it's going to happen at some point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, them Philly fans, they don't mess around. Even
though they're more Eagles fans, but I guarantee there's enough Pittsburgh people there from Pennsylvania that'll get it done.
Yeah. The dude needs to be fired. Let's be honest. It's not a question mark at this point.
Not only do the Steelers have hands down the worst offense in the NFL, He looked pissed when they scored a game-winning touchdown. He was mad.
All because there was a check.
I don't know. He's bad.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin finds a way to win. So, also, are we on team Matt Canada as either something on the owner or Mike Tomlin? I don't know what either of them did, but Matt Canada's got some blackmail on somebody. Roger? Who knows?
I think Mike Tomlin's too loyal. That's his problem. I think he's a buffoon.
Yeah. Their problem is the Steelers' problem might be that they're never going to have a losing record because Tomlin and that defense are so good. But also, they're never going to win anything because their offense is so bad.
Oh, dude, they're at the point where they need to lose football games. Like they need to lose.
But they're not going to. Alex Highsmith had 11 QB pressures in one game.
Yeah.
Like their defense, TJ Watt and him on opposite sides is a problem.
Yep. You give them a serviceable offense and they're going to be dangerous.
If the Steelers had a average offense, let's say the 16th best offense in the league, they might go 17-0.
Yeah, they'd be dangerous.
But yeah, somehow they are currently winning the AFC North. And for our third game, we're going to stick in the AFC North. Are the Bengals back? That's my question.
No, they stink.
I think they are not back. I think everyone is going to overreact because they beat the Cardinals, and Josh Dobbs finally played like Josh Dobbs.
No, I just don't think that. I think my problem is Joe Burrow is actually hurt, and they're too concerned to think about the future.
I think the Bengals play the Seahawks this week and are currently favorites. And I think that the Seahawks are a pretty decent pick.
No, but the Bengals should win that game.
I don't think so. I don't agree.
I
think the Seahawks secondary can cover the Bengals, especially because T. Higgins won't play.
Well, yeah.
So all you got to do is worry about Chase.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I like the Seahawks to win that game. My bet would not be for the Seahawks to cover the spread. My bet would be Seahawks money line on the road in Cincinnati.
So what does it take to sit Burrow down for the year and say, hey, buddy, we're washing this season?
See, you know what? Burrow actually looked better. He looked mobile-ish this week. I mean, he's not that mobile of a guy, but he looked mobile-ish. I just don't think the Bengals are that good. I think their defense has gotten absolutely stripped because they had to pay their offense, and I don't think their offensive line got any better. And the offensive line of the Bengals has always been a problem since Burrow was in the league.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I don't think they're that good. I think they will lose. Also, they have a gauntlet of a schedule coming up. We are going to know so quick if the Bengals are good or not, because after they play the Seahawks, they play in San Francisco versus the Bills. Then they do have the Texans in there. Then at Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, and then they close with at Pittsburgh, at Kansas City, and versus the Browns. I mean,
yeah, but the Texans don't even look like a 100% easy out.
No, but they didn't even look like an easy out last year, but the Texans are very beatable.
Yeah. It's like the Raiders, very beatable.
Hey, speaking of the Texans, they're our fourth game to talk about in the headlines. And the only headline is C.J. Stroud broke the rookie record of most passes without a pick. Do we care?
No, but he looks better than...
He looks better than I thought he would, but still not great. That's my opinion on C.J. Stroud.
Yeah. He looks like an NFL quarterback.
I wouldn't say that. Him and Anthony Richardson look better than I thought they would, and that's all I have to say on that.
Yeah.
They don't look great, but they don't look terrible, which I thought they would. All right. Let's talk about the big game of the week. The Hackett Bowl.
Oh.
I think everything the Jets did in this game was incredibly soft, and that's why they are losers, and that's why they are not good, besides the fact that Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
No.
Making Hackett a captain and giving him the game ball is so lame. It is 10-ply soft. It's so bad.
But
they still win the game.
But Saleh going to Sean Payton at the middle of the field and saying stay humble.
That's good.
Which is all speculation, but he said stay humble. Is absolutely iconic. I love it.
I wouldn't say that. It's fun. I think Saleh is a doofus.
No, yeah, but after all the shit Sean Payton said, I love it. I think it's great.
Sean Payton is eating his words for sure.
Oh, I wouldn't hire Russ Wilson to be my quarterback in the XFL at this rate.
Russell Wilson's not the problem. Their defense is the problem.
Well, yeah, it's true. They suck too.
That
whole team sucks. That whole team is terrible.
The Broncos. Hold on, let me pull it up.
That whole team.
The Broncos offensively are like in the top 10, I'm pretty sure.
Did you see? I will say the Jets PR team, iconic. Did you see they put out a thing with the old Paul Blart Mall Cop as Sean Payton?
Well, it's from the movie where Kevin James played Sean Payton coaching his son's football team or whatever. Yeah. Which, that's Sean
great.
Payton, you can't allow that movie. But yeah, the Denver Broncos have scored the 10th most points in the league this season.
That's
they're scoring points. The problem is their defense
is terrible.
As of it is currently October 10th, 2023. The Denver Broncos are giving up 36.2 points per game.
You can't win.
You can't win. Like Russell Wilson hasn't played that bad, but their defense looks awful, and I'm terrified because guess who the Broncos play this week?
The Chiefs.
They play the Chiefs, and I guarantee you the Chiefs don't score very many points somehow, some way, because that's just how the Chiefs play against the Broncos every time.
Yeah, but you can't, Austin, you can't give up 30-something points a game.
I agree, but I guarantee you they won't give up 30 points this game. I hope they do. I hope they give up 80 points. I hope we beat them worse than the Dolphins beat them, but it's not going to happen.
Well, Sean Payton needs to hire what's his name, the bounty hunter, to be his defensive coordinator.
Dog the bounty hunter?
No, what was what's his name? They got in trouble for paying people for.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, do that. All right, we're just gonna speed through the rest of this episode.
Don't do that.
It's rough. Let's talk about our teams. Congratulations, Jonathan. The Raiders won a football game.
Hey, we're gonna win our next 5.
All right, we're gonna look at that. But you know what? I wrote down about the Raiders. They are still bad, but they're staying alive, which is very important. So I'll give them that.
Their owner is pissed.
Oh, he's mad. Yeah, he's mad.
Why?
Did you not see?
You didn't see the video?
Nope.
He was.
Him and that little escort he found in Las Vegas was pissed off.
About what?
We didn't score a
Before
touchdown before
half. Still won.
And look, we're right there. Like, we were so close. And I think he's just, he's just frustrated at this point. He understands that the standards are a lot higher, and we just need to figure it out.
You're gonna win 3 of your next 5, Jonathan.
No, we're gonna win.
He's
You're
not
going to
really
beat the
that pissed
Patriots
off.
and the Bears.
When he's bringing Class A escorts to his box, he's not really that pissed off. He's just.
Listen,
I
when
mean,
you're
does
a
he have to
billionaire,
pay her
you can do
double
whatever
for
you
that
want.
Oh
haircut?
yeah,
That's my
hell
question.
yeah.
Does he have to pay double for that haircut? Because
I really hope one day he just decides to get rid of the haircut.
I want one
Just-
day him just to
just
show
shave
up
it off.
completely bald.
Yeah, just shave it off. John, we got another Raiders fan that should take that advice.
Boom. Roasted. All right. Well, seriously, on the Raiders. Over their next 5 games, they're going to beat the Patriots and the Bears. They're definitely going to lose to the Lions in Detroit. Like, that's a loss. They're going to beat the Giants, though, and then they're going to lose to the Jets. And then they're going to close their season with a loss to the Dolphins, loss to the Chiefs, loss to the Vikings, loss to the Chargers, loss to the Chiefs, win against the Colts, win against the Broncos. So you're going to end up 8-9, somewhere in that ballpark. But you know what? Good for the Raiders.
That was a shot.
I mean, the end of their schedule is brutal, but you could have some momentum. But I mean, like, let's be honest. The Dolphins are going to kick your butt. I mean, what offense do you have to compete with the Dolphins?
No, we don't. We don't. We just have a defense. That's all
The
we have.
You don't even have that good of a defense, to be honest.
Our defense is fine.
Your defense is the 20th best defense in the NFL. So fine, I'll give you that. But the Dolphins will score at least 30 points in every game this season. So the Raiders aren't going to score 30.
I was going to just let Austin go. This seems super vindictive. It seems like this is a payback for a stab by a pig. He's just letting it hang.
He's just saying this because he lives 3 hours away from me, and I can't go stab him right now.
I'm just saying this because the Raiders' offense is so rough to watch.
You're rough to watch.
That's fair.
It is. The Raiders are terrible.
The Chiefs
You're
are rough
terrible.
to watch right now.
This,
All right.
this is coming from a Saints fan, all right? So there's.
I don't even know why I do this.
Let's do 1 minute on the Falcons since Blake isn't here.
They suck.
They probably should have lost, but they didn't. That's what I wrote. If Houston kicked like 6 field goals in this game, if they could have converted any of those to touchdowns, they would have won this game easily, but they couldn't. And good for that. Bijan caught a ball on his butt. Do we care?
Do you just think Arthur Smith is just hoping they get a good draft pick and they can get rid of Desmond Ridder, and that's?
But they're not going to have a good draft pick. They keep winning games. I will give this. Do we care that the Atlanta Falcons' entire coaching staff has the mustache? I'm about it. I like the unity that they got going on over there. Everyone's got the mustache.
I liked it with Arthur Smith, but I don't know about the whole coaching staff.
I kind of like it. I like it. If you could tell me that all of the Chiefs coaching staff could have the Andy Reid walrus mustache, I would be so down. That would be great.
Look, Travis Kelce looks amazing with it. I'll give it to him.
Travis Kelce looks like he might be a bit of a creeper, but I appreciate it because you know what? It's funny and it's working.
Yeah, he looks like he sells cocaine to minors.
That too. All right, let's stay in the NFC South. Shane, you're the happiest you're going to be all year. The Saints won 34-0.
Saints are probably Super Bowl contenders at this rate.
Never going to happen again.
They're Super Bowl contenders. That's all I know. We beat the big bad Bill. We are absolutely amazing at football. That's all I know.
The Patriots are so dead.
No, that's false. They're still in their dynasty. The Saints
the Patriots are so dead.
The Saints are just that good at football. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens this week.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right.
The Saints get at the Texans this week, so you know what?
Oh, it's another 2 wins in a row.
They might hit a little win streak. The Bucs somehow didn't play this week and still stayed top of the NFC South, which is just an insane statement I would have never said.
Can we talk about how absolutely atrocious it is that you have a bye week at week 6? That is a travesty.
Last week was week 4, so
Okay, week 5,
yeah,
week 4,
it's
whatever it
bad.
is.
It's not ideal. I would not want to have that schedule. I would rather have. I think I want week 8 to be
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bye week.
Yeah, because the Tampa players are sitting there going, "Well, we're screwed. Like
Yeah.
we have no break the rest of the year. That's terrible."
But I mean, like the Chiefs bye week isn't until like week 13.
Yeah, that's terrible too.
Like their entire team's going to be hurt by the time we get there.
There's got to be a better solution to that. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but there's got to be a solution.
Having the schedule be constant every year, like weeks, you should play division games weeks 4 and 5 and 12 and 13 should be so well whatever sorry it should be 4 5 6 12 13 14 should be when you play teams that are in your division, and then like your conference games are this and this. The bye week is the problem. That's the problem with NFL scheduling, because you can't have all the teams be on a bye week on the same week, because then there's just no football.
Yeah.
Or would it be better to just have a weekend with no football?
Honestly, I kind of like that. Middle of the season, you have a break. You
Just everyone gets a week. Boom, done.
Yep. Don't you think that would take?
I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be.
It would be more equal.
From a player standpoint, don't you think they'd be a lot happier? Like,
yeah. The problem is the time that it would work best around is Thanksgiving, and I can't do Thanksgiving without football. Can't do Thanksgiving without football. Not possible.
Well, not only can we not, Roger Goodell is not
Oh,
stupid
for sure.
enough.
But I will definitely go on strike. I don't know what I will strike, but if there's no football on Thanksgiving, I will go on strike.
That was my first thought is, well, Thanksgiving is the perfect time, and that ain't happening.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep it moving. The Chiefs survived in Minnesota. We still don't look good, but we keep winning, so I guess whatever.
Hey, win.
Haven't played anybody good yet. Oh, and you know what time it is? It's time for another episode of Rate the Ref.
Uh-oh.
All right, this is the moment that everyone's talking about, which I will give credit to this. I do think that the Chiefs, after winning 2 Super Bowls recently, are now the New England Patriots, where no matter what happens on any play call, they will go find a holding on some random play, and then people will say, like, hey, the Chiefs are getting bought out by the refs. But I will say this. I think the refs were a little sketchy on part of this play. We're just going to let it roll.
I love it.
It's 4th and 12. We're throwing it deep. Arm hit, throws it up. Nowhere near the wide receiver. We have a pass interference called initially and then picked up. Which is what's happening right now. They're picking up. And then my boy Kevin O'Connell, which I love him. He's such a doofus. Here he comes to tell the ref he took his helmet off. So that's where we'll back it up. All right. So one more time. I think that the refs get this right, that it is not pass interference.
No,
because
it's not.
This ball is 8 yards away from the wide receiver because his arm gets hit. This ball lands past the S.
Yeah, not
way over here. Also, number 3 has no clue where this football is in any way. And look, L'Jarius Sneed is trying to find the ball. They look the exact same. He's grabbing him.
Right? Jordan Addison right there.
Yeah. They're both grabbing each other. They're both looking for the ball, and neither of them knows where the football is because the football lands way over here. Now, where the refs get things incorrect is where my boy Kevin O'Connell is like, he took off his helmet.
Who took off their helmet?
L'Jarius Sneed takes off his helmet and talks to the ref, and they don't show it, of course, on this because I looked at the wrong video, but whatever. L'Jarius Sneed talks to the referee without a helmet on, which should be a 15-yard penalty. However, it's after the play, so the Chiefs would still get the ball. So O'Connell's over here begging for a 15-yard penalty so he gets a first down, but it wouldn't have mattered because O'Connell is a doofus.
That's just the sore loser mentality.
Which is why, if you look back at that scenario, there is still 4 minutes left in this game, and Kevin O'Connell decides to go for it on 4th and 12 instead of kicking a field goal
Stupid.
and giving him a chance to win the game, and because he's a doofus and all those things. So I will say this: the refs got part of it right, part of it wrong. So there we go. We gave a little bit of credit to the refs on Rate the Ref this time. I was really hoping, for all of you listeners who tuned into yesterday's episode, I was really hoping that y'all were all going to take the bait on the hitting the arm, and then y'all were going to say that should have been pass interference, and I was going to hit you with a double standard. But y'all kind of did the opposite of that. So
because you got to give the defense an opportunity to play the ball like it. But my thing is, like, Kevin O'Connell is he's the epitome of, if it doesn't go my way, let me go tell on someone so it goes my way. And that I can't do that. You know?
He was definitely very lucky last year. They won all their 1-score games, so then they had a good record, because he is not a good coach, and that's why they're 1-4 right now.
I was gonna say, last year all the hops went their way. This year,
Yep.
none of them have gone their way. They suck.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of teams that suck, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys, because Blake's not here to defend them, and honestly, he wouldn't have anything positive to say about them. But I think I have a hot take, and I would like you to grade how hot is this take. I do not think that the Dallas Cowboys are a good football team. I, in fact, think that they are a bad football team. However, they have a very, very, very good defensive line. But when you block their defensive line, their linebackers suck. Their secondary sucks. Their offense sucks. So I think they are just a terrible team that is covered up by a very good defensive line. And you look at the 2 games that they lost, the Cardinals and the 49ers, because their offensive lines were able to put up with them.
Hey, I think their point differential without Diggs is like 20 points.
I have no idea.
No,
Jonathan, do you have any thoughts? What are you looking into over
I
there?
think that's
You're
legit.
Definitely
I think
a deep thought.
I think that's without Travion Diggs. I think their point differential is like 14 to 20 points. Which is
I don't even
insane.
think I think it doesn't matter if Diggs is on the field. I think it matters if Diggs is on the field if you can block their O-line or their D-line. I think if you can't block their D-line, it doesn't matter if Diggs is on the field, because Diggs, the way that he's gotten all of his interceptions is that he jumps the short route because the team doesn't have time to block. But what was Diggs's problem all of last year or the year before that? He gets burnt deep anytime that they have time to block the pass rush. So if Micah can't get there, which this is now 2 consecutive games that Micah Parsons has done diddly squat in a football game.
I heard a pretty good analyst on this. So the what's that? The real coach, RP or whatever, the guy from Last Chance U, they got fired.
JB.
JB. So his podcast was talking about it, and they broke down like what Mike is good at, right? So like with Diggs out there, he can just pin his ears back and just bull rush and just speed rush every time. And then when he's actually having to play like strategically, Micah falls apart when a good offensive lineman goes, yeah, I'm not just going to let you try to run by me. I'm going to freaking hit you. And so Micah doesn't have – they were breaking down the film, and I thought it was very interesting. Micah doesn't have great moves per se. He's just more athletic than most offensive linemen can do.
For sure. He doesn't have like a spin move like TJ Watt or the ghost move that Von Miller had.
Like he's going to pin his ears back and he's going to try to run by you. and that's fine and dandy. But like the problem is he's getting beat on plays because he's just trying to run past people.
Well,
And
and
so
when playoff
you take
football
him out of the
happens,
game, and that defense
Yeah.
isn't as good as they could be.
Yep.
Yeah, like currently, Micah Parsons is tied for 14th in sacks in the NFL.
I mean, and if you watch the games, that's all he's trying to do.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that or they run. He's really good when you run him on a stunt inside.
Yeah.
But
Well, and
I think Myles Garrett is better. I think that Josh Allen is better. I think TJ Watt is better. Like there's
Max Crosby's better. Like
my thing is
he's better. He's better. That dude single-handedly is carrying the defensive line for the Raiders.
Sorry. I think Max Crosby is a better defensive end. I think Micah Parsons is a better football player.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But Max is a better defensive end.
Yeah.
And Max has moves, not just I'm a bull rush you.
Oh, for sure.
You.
Also, I think
down a shot.
I don't know if it was Dan Quinn or if it was Mike McCarthy, but if I'm playing the 49ers, I'm not putting my best pass rusher on Trent Williams.
No, hell no.
Because Trent Williams dominated Micah Parsons for 4 quarters.
That dude is
I'm putting him on the other side because then he will maybe do something, which I don't even know the San Francisco 49ers right tackle's name, but he's also very good at football. Yeah. But they put Micah against Trent Williams, and it was just a stupid mistake.
Yeah, if I was Dan Quinn, I'd be telling Micah, hey, wherever you see Trent Williams lined up, you go to the opposite side.
Trent Williams is only ever going to play left tackle, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not like the Titans versus the Browns where they kept running the tight ends back across it with Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett forced like 3 delay of games.
It would be pretty entertaining, though, to see that.
Honestly, this is starting to get some traction. The what's the word I'm looking for? The slander towards old Brock Purdy is getting kind of old. Like the dude can play football. He can play football.
He's good. Like the take that like Danny O had that like Mac Jones would be just as good as him on the 49ers.
Yeah, that's
false.
horseshit.
But Brock Purdy would be absolute dog crap on the Patriots.
No, I'm not gonna disagree with that, but the dude
Brock Purdy would suck on the Kansas City Chiefs this year.
Yeah, but the dude they drafted 3rd overall is at the team that they just played. It's because he sucked.
No, that's a whole different thing that we already know about. Like Kyle Shanahan didn't want Trey Lance. Like that's just a fact.
Yeah.
So,
but the slander towards poor old Brock Purdy, it's like, is the dude?
No one has ever slandered Brock Purdy in their life since he's been in the NFL.
People always say, "Oh, it's the system. It's the system." Yes, the system is great, but also the dude can play ball. Like he is a good football.
But the system has elevated Brock Purdy to a level way beyond Brock Purdy would ever get at if he was drafted by any other team.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that, but give the dude some credit where credit is due. The dude is good. Like, I would honestly kill for Brock Purdy right now. Like, I couldn't tell you what I would do for Brock Purdy right now. I would.
Derek Carr is better than Brock Purdy.
No, I would rather have Brock Purdy.
That's because you've only seen him play for the 49ers. Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Brock Purdy.
I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not going to disagree with you, Austin.
So then why would you kill for a guy that's less good?
That one touchdown pass that Brock had, though.
How many games has – okay, I'll give you that.
Oh, pretty, dude.
How many games has Brock Purdy played where he is under pressure? A lot.
2 or 3.
1, and he got hurt. That was against the Eagles.
That was
you can't put him down against that. Like, I mean, yeah, there was He was, he got hurt at the very beginning of the game. How
Hey,
many
if I was
weapons?
I hate to add this to Johnny's resume. If I was the Ravens, I'd rather have Brock Purdy than Lamar Jackson. Give me him. Give it to me.
I actually pretty sure 2 weeks ago I put Brock Purdy above Lamar Jackson in my list of 10 quarterbacks I'd take over him.
It depends on the team.
The dude.
If I'm on a bad team, if I'm on a team with a bad O line, I want Lamar. If I'm on a team with a good O line, I want Brock Purdy.
See, but I don't think he gets enough credit. Like at some point,
he doesn't. But stop talking like he's like the greatest quarterback that's ever lived. Because
shit, at the rate we're going, he might be at some point.
He's pretty good.
Y'all are getting fooled like Tom Brady. Y'all are falling for the Tom Brady disease.
No, I'm not saying he's Tom Brady. I'm saying he's pretty good.
No, my point is Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady, and it's not close.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady has better team stats, and so everyone's like Tom Brady is way better than Peyton Manning is a way better quarterback. Peyton Manning is a better thrower. Now, Peyton Manning did get hit by Father Time at a much earlier age, so I'll give you that. Peyton Manning had a better deep ball. Peyton Manning had a better short ball. Peyton Manning was better at the line. Peyton Manning did not have a defense. Aaron Rodgers is a better thrower than Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
No. Okay, wait. If we're just saying thrower, yeah, sure. But
you put Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback with Bill Belichick for the same time that Tom Brady played, he won 12 Super Bowls.
Shit, I'm telling you, if Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of the 49ers right now, they would be undefeated, no doubt.
Well, I mean, the 49ers are still undefeated. I'm just telling you.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, it would be.
There's something about the mentality of Tom Brady.
No. The mentality is a big deal.
But I think Brock Purdy's got a little bit of that. I think he's got a little bit of moxie.
Brock Purdy has played in like one close game in his entire career.
I'm not with Shane on that.
They steamroll everybody.
I'm not with Shane on that take. I think that like you said the Peyton Manning thing. If you said, hey, you're going to be in a really close game, and I need you to pick a quarterback to go out and win that game, I'm taking Tom.
That's fine. Tom Brady is one of the most clutch athletes of all time,
like
behind Michael Jordan.
Like the dude was just different.
I just needed someone to tell me I'm not there.
There's got to be another.
We might be getting to where Mahomes is getting close.
Oh, Mahomes is
great.
Yeah.
Mahomes not only when he's down, but Mahomes now for 2 weeks in a row, and there was multiple games last season and the season before and the season before. He got the ball against the Vikings with 5 minutes left in the game. He ran the clock out and didn't give him a chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, no, that's great.
We're getting there where Mahomes has that clutch gene as well.
Oh yeah,
I will never doubt Patrick Mahomes. I will never doubt Patrick Mahomes.
There's 3 or 4 like guys per generation that come out and just like, these are the guys. These are the guys that everyone's gonna remember growing up with. These are the quarterbacks that you're gonna be like, and Peyton Manning's one of them for us. I agree with that. But
2007,
Peyton Manning.
It's a team sport. Do not dare say Super Bowl wins is a reason to compare them.
I'm not saying
it is a team sport.
I'm not saying Super Bowl wins is the reason. I'm saying Peyton Manning went to Denver, won that Super Bowl solely off of defense.
Yep.
Tom Brady went to Tampa at 43 and looked fucking good.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, you can't compare. I mean, some you age at different, like people age differently. Like, when they were both old, Tom Brady aged better. So yes, you can. I will give
soul to the devil.
If we're gonna do based off of the fact that Tom Brady had a longer career at a better thing, then that's fine. But Tom Brady also won a Super Bowl scoring 13 points. So
yeah, but I could see.
I understand it's a
see,
team sport. There's defense also. I get that, but I'm just saying.
I could
for
see
all the
Brock-
years that Tom Brady was better at the end of their careers, Peyton Manning was better at their beginning of their careers.
I'm not gonna say Brock Purdy's gonna
Do not.
be that-
Tom Brady at the beginning of his career was dog crap.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
so bad.
he was better. But I'm not gonna say Brock Purdy's gonna win as much as Tom Brady did because that's just ignorant. But I could see Brock and Kyle Shanahan being at the hip like Brady and Belichick. Like I could see in 25 years
Let's do a fun exercise. I'm going to list a quarterback. You tell me if Brock Purdy and this quarterback switched systems, would you rather have Brock Purdy?
Okay.
This is so unfair.
No, it's not. It's not unfair. It's just how you go. It's just would you judge? It's basically you judging which quarterback is better, Brock Purdy or Tua.
Brock Purdy.
I'll take Brock. He has a better deep ball.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah, give me Brock Purdy with throwing it to Tyreek deep.
If
Tua
you give me Brock Purdy throwing to Tyreek, it's
Tua is the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. Tua might be the most accurate quarterback the NFL has ever seen. He doesn't miss.
Doesn't throw the ball past 30
That's also based on
fair.
QBR.
Yeah. No. Tua is the most accurate quarterback the NFL has ever seen.
He just doesn't throw deep balls.
Yeah, except for when you single cover
10
press
yards and
Tyreek like they did this weekend, and he just ran right by him. Josh Allen.
I'll take Josh Allen.
I'll take Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen in San Francisco's system would be just ridiculous.
Oh,
6'5", 230. Like, dude's your typical, like my dream quarterback is Josh Allen. So,
all right, Mahomes.
I'll take Mahomes.
No, I'll take Mahomes.
Okay.
That's not even close.
Jalen Hurts.
I'll take Brock Purdy.
Jalen.
I was like, Shane, that's the most criminal thing you've ever said. You put Jalen Hurts with you put Jalen Hurts with the San Francisco 49ers. Oh my gosh.
I think we severely underestimate Jalen's ability to move the ball through.
I'm not doubting him.
Also, Jalen Hurts is a great passer of the quarterback as long as he has the run game, which with San Francisco he will.
Yeah. Well, true that.
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, give me Brock Purdy.
I'll take Purdy on that one.
Austin is devastated.
I'll take Purdy.
He's devastated.
Okay.
I think
okay.
Be more
you think you put Brock Purdy in Jacksonville and
Brock
Purdy
I'm not judging this based on the opposite. I'm judging this in San Francisco.
No. That's you think Trevor Lawrence in San Francisco is not better than Brock Purdy?
I'll take Brock Purdy.
I like Brock Purdy there.
Justin Herbert.
Ooh.
All right, I'm about
to
end this call. I'm about to end this call right now.
I'm taking Brock Purdy.
All right, we're done with this exercise. Y'all are just trying to troll me now. That's just terrible. No one's gonna be able to listen to this podcast ever again because y'all just don't know what y'all are watching.
I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good quarterback.
I like Brock Purdy.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he is the
I don't think
11th best quarterback in the NFL.
I don't think he gets enough respect. I think people are hating on Brock Purdy.
Literally, name me one person who has ever said anything bad about Brock Purdy since he's been in the NFL. Name me one.
Orlovsky.
No, he has not ever.
He said he's a system quarterback.
Because that's not a bad thing.
Fair,
Tom Brady is a system quarterback, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. That's a terrible take, Shane. It's stupid.
Austin just admitted Tom Brady's the greatest of all time.
He is the greatest quarterback of all time.
He is.
But he's also a system quarterback. If you would have switched him with Peyton Manning would have won more Super Bowls with the Patriots than Tom Brady would have.
I agree with that. I agree. I hate the I just
System
wish
quarterback is not an insult.
no.
Patrick Mahomes is a system quarterback. He needs a coach that lets him do what he wants and to improvise.
No, I agree. I'm not arguing with that.
So
I
no
don't
one
think-
has said anything bad about Brock Purdy.
I just
Everyone
don't
loves
think-
Brock Purdy.
I don't think Brock Purdy gets enough respect. I think
You're just
Purdy-
making shit up that you heard on Pat McAfee.
No, I think the dude needs some respect. Like,
What more respect do you want? What else do you want them to say?
everyone just acts like it's all Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. I'm not just.
Did you listen to Chris Collinsworth on Sunday? Brock Purdy's member was 18 inches down Chris Collinsworth's throat on Sunday night. All he had to say was, well, everyone just talks about that it's Kyle Shanahan. That's all they said. You're just sorry. You're not repeating Pat McAfee. You're repeating Chris Collinsworth. It's worse. That's so much worse. Well, now here's a guy that doesn't get nearly enough respect. He's out here just that's what you sound like right now. You sound like Chris Collinsworth.
The impersonation was fantastic right there.
Hey, I'm rolling into the set. I'm good to go.
No one has anything bad to say about Brock Purdy.
I guess there's a narrative that being a system quarterback is a bad thing, and it's not. It's a good thing.
As long as that's what every single GM and head coach should be looking for. You should be looking for a system quarterback that fits your system.
Yep. No, I agree. And everyone says, "Oh, if this quarterback had those weapons, well, isn't that unfair to any other quarterback? Like, your team should be trying to find weapons. Like, that's the goal. Like, you should be trying to find the best weapons you can. Like, that's just smart."
Justin Fields is a system quarterback. You know what system he would play the best in? The Baltimore Ravens. He would do a better job than Lamar Jackson.
He would be electric.
That wouldn't be hard.
I agree.
I don't know if you watched Justin Fields play football. He's got some issues every once in a while. All right. It's time for the quick hits part of the podcast because we're past an hour already and we got to clean it up. Here we go. Just what are our very short thoughts on these games that did not matter, really? The Bears won a football game. Any thoughts?
They won a football game.
They won a football game.
Justin Fields looked good.
He did look good. I think we can officially say the Commanders' defense is overrated because every year we keep talking about how good they are, and they're giving up over 30 points a game, so they suck. That's my thought.
I agree.
All right. The Panthers Panthers lost to the Lions.
Well, the Lions are good.
Dan Campbell, he's a guy.
Are the Lions good?
The Lions are
good.
good.
I think the Lions are good.
I think the Lions are good.
Lions?
Are the Lions Super Bowl contenders is my question.
No, but they're good. They're Austin, good. They just got to win a playoff game. And
they're going to win a playoff game. That's where I'll put the Lions at. They win one playoff game. I think the Lions play the Eagles or the Niners and they get crushed.
Yeah, but if they win one playoff game, that whole town might.
For sure. I mean, that's great for Detroit. I'm very happy for the brand new Lions, but I don't think that they are Super Bowl contenders.
No, I'll agree with that.
The Titans lost to the Colts. Do we think that the Colts losing Anthony Richardson is a blessing because now they get Gardner Minshew?
I'd rather have Gardner Minshew.
Also, do we think Anthony Richardson getting hurt in 4 of his 5 games is a problem? Probably, right?
That seems drastic, right?
Seems problematic.
That might be Giants, more problematic than Takate losing his life. Or what's his name?
Lolita.
The
Giants lost to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are the best offense through 5 games ever. Do we care?
Mike McDaniels does.
Mike McDaniels, that's all they plan for. I really hope that they lose this week. And then like a reporter asks him, like, did you just like not care about week 6?
I love that man. I love him.
He's good for a press conference. He's trying to be Belichick 2.0. I kind of honestly hate those coaches in press conference because the journalist are kind of screwed based off the questions they can ask them. Like, if you're funny about it, like Popovich is, then it's fine. But if you're just a straight up butthole to these journalists, like, shut up.
I love it.
I do have, based off of the Giants, who do you think are the bottom 5 teams in the NFL this year?
Saints, Raiders, Giants.
All right, that was terrible. I gotta stop asking
Chicago,
Chicago,
Washington.
I don't know. Sam Howell's good enough, in my opinion, that they're not bottom 5.
Carolina's probably up there.
Carolina's definitely the worst. They're 0-5, and they look awful.
Well, that's partly their offensive scheme. Is Frank Reich should never be allowed to coach football ever again.
I mean, Frank Reich should be a good coordinator, but he shouldn't be a head coach. But yes, Panthers are the worst. I think the Giants are the second worst team in the NFL.
Giants are bad. Their offensive line, I think, is the worst offensive line.
Oh, yeah, and Evan Neal just taking it on the shins.
Dude, Dayball has got to be shitting his pants.
I think the Bears are the third worst. I put the Bears above the Giants because, honestly, those teams are the exact same, but I do think that Justin Fields is better than Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I would agree.
I want to put the Broncos in there, but I can't because their offense scores enough points that I think they'll win games. The Patriots, though, are definitely in my bottom 5.
That team is terrible.
The Patriots are really, really bad because their defense just doesn't care now. Their defense is pretty good, but their defense now is injured and doesn't care about playing for Mac Jones.
You know what? I hate to say this, but after what I read today about the Packers, I think it was Jair Alexander saying that we just, as a defense, we've got to not give up points and score points or else we're not going to win. That's a losing mentality right there.
No, that's just the defense that hates their offense. I'll put the Commanders at 5th worst. I like that. I think they're better than the Patriots, but not better than other people. All right. The Eagles beat the Rams and stayed undefeated. They once again did not look impressive.
No, but
are the Eagles trying to do the Chiefs thing right now where they don't look good during the regular season and then just turn it on? They're trying to be like the Lakers.
Well, the problem is the Eagles, the second half of their schedule is kind of.
Well, they're going to mess around and they're going to find out. They're going to we're going to find out whether the Eagles are good in the second half of their schedule for sure. The stretch that we're talking about there to all of our listeners is the Eagles play in consecutive weeks. Sorry, they play the Dolphins, then they get an easy game against the Commanders. Then they play Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys.
Yeah.
In a row.
That's a gauntlet. We're going to find out.
We are going to find out.
Especially that the Chiefs and then 49ers. That's where we'll get the real test of if they're legit.
I disagree. I think it's going to be the Bills and the 49ers. I don't think the Chiefs are that good. The Chiefs are not better than the Eagles. Also, the Eagles are going to be coming in, and the Chiefs is the one game the Eagles have had on their schedule all year. They care more about beating the Chiefs this year than they care about beating the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Eagles money line in that game for sure, even though it's at Kansas City. But
be there.
That's all the games. I didn't have any coaching malpractice this week, to be honest. There was nothing that blew me away. Mainly because Brandon Staley was not coaching this week, so we had a bye week, which is good. All right, let's talk gambling things. Blake, we'll get his picks in. We'll tweet them out or something. Who knows? But he made some picks. I'm sure he loves to gamble. I am still currently in the lead. I have a half game lead over Jonathan because he picked a game that tied because he's a loser. That's fine.
He loves that.
I have Rutgers Scarlet Knights -5 this weekend. Not to mention, I also have the Ohio Bobcats -6.5 covering machines. The Ohio Bobcats are. I finally got them at a line that's under 10, so I can take them. And then sue me. I know for a fact this is my lock of the season. The Broncos have looked pathetic on defense. I guarantee you that the Denver Broncos cover the 10-point spread against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a guarantee. At Arrowhead, they cover plus 10. Guaranteed. Bet your mortgage on it, as Shane likes to say. And you will win your mortgage. You get to pay off your house just like that. There you go. All right, Shane, what do you got going on this week?
Well, one of my bets.
Don't you chicken out on me. You already lost one.
One of my bets has already not panned out. I had Jacksonville State. They was covering machines. Plus 6.5 against Liberty. That was a big failure.
Your problem is Liberty is also a covering machine.
Yeah, Liberty's pretty good at football, evidently. But so I'm going to start out 0-1 this week. But then I'm going to go 2-1 because I got the 49ers -5 against the Browns with the backup quarterback. That's a lock. I mean, come on. And then I'm going to guarantee Brandon Staley screws the pooch, and I'm going to take the Cowboys -2.5 against the Chargers.
I hope you're right because I really need the Cowboys to win that game. I really want the Chiefs to have some breathing room in the division, so I need that to be a win. All right, Jonathan, what do you got going on this week in the gambling streets?
I have the Texas A&M Aggies plus 3.5.
That's who I had in place of Jacksonville.
Hey, if they lose again, we're gonna have you stop betting on the Aggies because we can't afford any.
They were winning for me.
Well, now they're losing for you, so I'm saying I'm calling it right now. If they don't cover again, we got an issue.
Well, I'm still taking them. I am taking the Kansas Jayhawks -3 over the Oklahoma State Cowboys because Oklahoma State lost to Southern Alabama by 26, and they are freaking awful.
I do believe it was announced this evening that Kansas's starting quarterback will not be playing again. So
I don't care if Shane's starting. I don't care if Shane's starting for Kansas this week. I'm still taking Kansas. Oklahoma State is atrociously putrid.
All right, we'll find out.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
That was I looked it up. That was 16 years ago. That's insane.
Yep, he's 56 now. Good for him.
I am taking North Carolina -3.5 over Miami because I think North Carolina actually has a chance to win the ACC completely out.
And Mario Cristobal is the stupidest head coach in all of college football.
Dude, let's see if he can do it again. Let's just see if would he do it again? Do you think he'll do it again?
I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of years in between scenario 1 and scenario 2. So I mean,
what Bush say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Try to impeach me? Oh
no, I forget what.
Shame on me.
It was great. It was great.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up this week. We'll see you next time. Good luck to all your sports teams out there. Go Astros and Rangers in the playoffs. As we record this, probably the Astros have won another playoff game because
Astros and Rangers won.
There you go. They're just dominating. Good for them. Go all Texas teams except for the University of Texas, and we will see you next week.
Dig 'em.